Alright, I'm gonna do 2 coats of this. I'm just gonna do 2 coats of this white, and then we'll do a different color. I think we're gonna do gold, tan, and black. We're gonna do a safari scene. Alright, I'll do this once more, and then we'll do another different color. Alright, we're doing like an African safari with a picture of Africa or some shit with some animals in there. So we're gonna paint this gold next, if I have enough. Alright, let that dry. We're only doing 1 coat of this. Alright, we're gonna put, I always call it tan, but down to earth, I guess. Okay. Alright, that's pretty down to earth. Okay, we got our 2 coats of white on there, 1 coat of gold, 1 coat of down to earth, tan, whatever. And now we're gonna do 2 coats of black. And there's like a little spot right down there. I'm not even gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna paint it my second time now. Alright, we're done with this part. We'll just let this dry, and then we'll go to importing the image and setting it up. Alright, so I've got the tile in there. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to click this. If you don't have this here, you can go up here to laser tools, or where is it? Tools, draw shape, and then polygon, and that puts you there. And then you hold shift, and then you draw your deal, which I'm going to do real quick just to put the thing on the screen. Okay. Oops. I'm going to delete that one. As soon as you get that on there, you got to switch back here. Okay. We're going to make this bigger. And I'm going to hit frame on this one, not the square one. Okay. I'll adjust that so it's just barely touching the end, and I can see the laser touching the edges of the tile as it's going around it. And I'll do that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I got that again. We're just going to double check. Hit frame again here so it'll go to the shape. Alright, we're good there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here, File, Import, and I'm going to select this one here. Okay, so now it looks like that. I'm just going to shrink it down a little bit so it's like that. I'm going to right click, select all, and then right click again, apply image to mask. Okay, Now I usually just click out here and then back on it so it doesn't try to grab the other thing and move it. Okay, so now we can adjust this to where the image stays inside the tile. That way a little bit. If I put it in like that, it'll just be a square inside the black, and I don't want it to look like that, so I'm going to stretch it up here as much as I can. Okay. So to get it to where in the corners here are covered, you can see a little tiny piece of it right there isn't covered. I don't want that. I want to test. Okay, there we go. Totally there. That one's alright. Maybe I can bring it back a little bit. To there. Alright. Honestly, I think that's about as good as I'm going to get it right there. But for the sake of just making this video, I think it'll be alright. I'm trying to get rid of these hexagon tiles. Alright, so now we're going to just right click again. And flatten image mask. There. Now the image is locked into place on there, and if we don't touch anything, the laser won't go and print anything outside of this hexagon now. It'll stay right in there. So I'm just going to go in here and adjust it. Go. I adjusted the DPI right there until it got as clear as the other picture, which was 281 DPI. So we're going to come over here and add 2 to the contrast. Click over there for 10, over here to go to 100. And we're going to zoom back out. Pretty good. Okay, I'm going to make this Jarvis. Negative the image. Okay, I'm going to come up here to my cuts and layers. I don't have air assist, so I'm turning that off. Double click here. 5487 millimeters a minute. And I'm going to run this one at 34% power. Down here, okay. Looks good. And right now, if I wanted to double check it and I hit this frame again, it'll frame a square just like this one because we've flattened it to the image mask. See? But it's still, we didn't move that, we've only moved the image inside of that, so we are good to go. So now come over here. And I'll be back in a few minutes and we'll see what happens. Okay, it's been a couple minutes. So it's starting to come up. Okay. We're getting there. Wet rag to wipe it. I scratched it there and they're pulling it out. Yeah, and then all we gotta do is clear coat it. Okay. I'm going to clear coat it now. We'll let that dry for a minute. There we go. Alright, we'll let it dry and then we'll see what it looks like in the light.